Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm Zeta with Second Gauge Restoration. So today I just wanted to walk you through a few things from this two-part series. So this is part one of this two-part series. And today we're going to be talking about the seats of the chairs. The supplies I use will be listed below, but I do have a few tips and tricks that I wanted to walk you through before we get started. Waverly is another inexpensive chalk paint that you can use. It's very accessible. They have it at Walmart and they have it on Amazon. Amy Howard at Home Matte Sealer is my absolute favorite. I use that for everything. That is what I'm using when I say I'm sealing it with a varnish. That is what I'm using. I'm using that to seal the stains from coming through the paint. So I'm glad to have you here. I hope this tutorial helps you. And this is just part one of the two-part series of the faux leather finish chairs. So this is my dining room set. I've had it for over 20 years, definitely. And I have, of course, I'm a crafter, and I have used this table to do hair. I have painted hair, made earrings. I've done everything on this table. So I have a choice. I can get rid of it, or I can try and upgrade it. It also has a leaf in the middle that I will have to take out. And I like the table. It's sturdy. It's gonna work. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna upcycle. So I'm just showing you the before. I have an idea. The chairs will be done first because I am still in the midst of moving. So I'm trying to get these sprayed, or not sprayed, but get these painted at the shop before I have to shut the shop down. Okay, so this is before, and these are the chairs, and let's see what I come up with. Okay, so I have done 3 of the seats of the chair, and I just want to show you what I'm using. I'm using Amy Howard's Bauhaus Buff, and mine's is a little old and a little janky. Don't judge me, but I put the tape around here so that all of the crumbs of that like rust that can get on the top won't fall into my white paint. This paint is super duper thick. It's super duper thick at this point. I stirred it, but it's super thick, and it's usually thick, but it's not this thick. It's thick because the top had a lot of paint on it, started to dry. Anyway, we don't waste. So I used maybe thick scoops of the paint and put it in here. I use 1/4 cup of water, and then I use maybe a half of the 1/4 cup of the fabric softener, and that's just, and then, you know, mix it up, make it nice and loose, and doing light coats. Okay, I do not have my video stand, and that's why I'm not showing you that way. I'm going to try and show you how I apply it, but yeah. Okay, so these chairs are very old, like I said before. So what we do is we start with a little mist. I don't mind mine's being misty, you know, a lot, because it makes the paint flow. Take a little paint, take off the excess. We're not dripping stuff all over the place, okay? And I just start it like this. And I'm kind of feathering everything out as I go. I don't like big lumpy, you know, lumpy paint, splotchy. It's gonna be splotchy anyway, but you can avoid it by saturating it too much. Okay, and this is just coat 1. I might have to do more like 3 coats, and I'm putting a design on it too. So yeah, the design is gonna be the Amy Howard Bauhaus Buff, and I have some more of this. I'm gonna put a little bit of this in the white so it's not stark white. It's gonna give more of a creamy neutral, and it's gonna be a black design on top. Okay, sometimes this happens where Either you can clean them and everything else, and then some kind of spot will come through. I don't know what this is. This could be dye. It could, because I do hair. I mean, it could be dye. It could be anything, you know. So what I did was I put a varnish on top. You probably can't see, but I just spot varnished where it was because, you know, it's fabric and I don't want to change the texture too much. So I just spot varnished everything, but I also have 2 other cushions at the shop. So if it doesn't work, that's fine. If it does, then, you know, just keep moving. But I think it will because I had some spots here and I put the paint over it and it covered. So that's the solution. If you, especially when you are painting white, you definitely could run into spots coming through the white. You know, it just happens. So use a little light varnish. You see, I use a small brush and just spot varnished everything. So I'll show you what it looks like when we come back. Have put on the coats of white. This one is one of the one of the seats that was a little bit more damaged than other ones. So I was going to use this one as my tester. I've already put the black paint on some of them and they're already starting to look a little fresher than they were before. But I want to pop back in and tell you that I'm changing the design and I'm going to tape over the white and then paint over top with the black so that the lines will be white and not black. And this was the test. It was an epic fail for me, and that is the reason why I reversed it
Okay,
and
so this
did
is what I
the
came up with,
white
and I kind of love
and
it,
used
but I
the
do
black
have
on top because it was
one, two,
bleeding through. It
three,
was too much that I would
maybe
have to
4
kind
more,
of
actually
clean
4
up
more to
and all
do,
of that. So I needed to
and
go with a
I really
simpler
kind of dig it.
design.
I'm just trying to figure out
Stay
if I'm gonna
tuned
do
for part
something
2.
on the back or not. But I think I might just leave it for now. Like it's a lot, but I kind of like the design. It's real simple, but it definitely upgrades. This is the before without the seat, and this is the after. So yes, we're doing good.